get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay.
To about the 29, just shy of the 30. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there, keeping the short gains and make the fundamental tackle.
But he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the penalty, it's Penny. And he's got this down to the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts. Understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And he'll be tackled just past the 35.
Yeah, I want to believe that's what's on it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Yeah. I mean,
Brad, I know where they're really going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Right. I mean, I changed out a few things on the truck myself, you know, as far as the wheel hubs in the front. Not real bad, but other than that, I mean, it's been running fine. I mean, I do have one issue. I had to change the O2 sensor and make it run.
Losing yardage back at the 35.
That's the only problem I have.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is caught. It's Cooks. The result of first down is a quick slant gets him 14. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Right, so let me ask you a question. So I think when I brought the truck, when I paid cash for it, and I think I did put insurance on it for a certain amount of time, but I ended up taking it off. I think I had the powertrain insurance on it, or something like that on it. But when I brought the truck, hold on, wait, how many miles was in that truck when I brought it?
To throw on 2nd down is gone.
Yeah.
Philip Dorsett has it in.
Was it 125?
Philip Dorsett.
I mean, he needed
Touchdown on
Do you need to know how many miles on the truck before I brought it?
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays.
Yeah, I can get it.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And
yeah, I'm not going to get that. So is this something free for because due to the fact the year of the or something like that?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment.
Yeah,
some of these teams, special teams coaches, when they're called by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Green on that play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here.
Hey, hold on quick. Hey, bro, give me 1 second. Let me go do something right quick.
Hello. Hello.
And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Okay, I have something like that.
Okay, perfect. I got some, we're going to get into the Centennial coverage. It's going to cover major components like your engine, transmission, drive axles.
They keep it with Penny on first down.
Along with more common repairs like your air conditioning, cooling system, fuel
A nice
system,
run there, 9
water
yards,
pump,
and it'll be second
and
down.
even more essential electrical items like your alternator, your starter, and your power windows. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, great. So you qualify for the 4-year, 100,000-mile coverage. This will take you in the vehicle until November 20th of 2022, or when the vehicle reaches 127,000 miles.
Right now it's at 126,000 miles.
I'm so sorry, 227,000 miles. Good God. Yeah, that looked too
Now
goofy,
Wilson
wouldn't it?
on second down.
No, I'm sorry, it's 227,304. Okay.
Okay.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new
To be honest, man, if it's something I could do myself, you know, I'd do it, you know, but parts like transmission or motor mounts and stuff like that, that's something I can't do by myself, but I mean, I just never had that problem yet, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
3 yards on the pickup there.
I'm quite sure the dealership is going to charge an arm and a leg.
Hit her inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You know what I mean?
Right.
The dealerships typically, you know, obviously if you take it to a Ford dealership, they're the ones that are certified to work on the Fords.
Right.
They're probably your best bet. And if you have somewhere else you trust, then please, by all means, take it there, okay?
Right. I mean, if it's something real serious, you know, that's probably where I would take it. Is the Ford dealership where I brought it from.
Observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline as a play caller. You're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later
So while you saying that, this is what I want to understand. So let's say my transmission goes out,
Third down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic.
and I need to get a new transmission. Only thing would be coming out of my pocket is $100.
Set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they throw an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Okay.
Lead the Rams up here first and 10 at the 40.
Okay.
After the interception, here's Gall.
Rental car and 24-hour roadside
Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Okay, I'm
This
listening.
offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown
Yeah.
in their first drive.
Yeah,
They
so
certainly come out firing, even
who
though
are
that one
you
was incomplete.
guys?
With the
Are
7-0
you
lead,
guys
we'll have
are
to
the
take a shot
ones
back
I went with
downfield.
when I
You're one to
purchased
the
the
good,
vehicle or
try
something?
and try and pressure advantage.
No.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Now, the total cost of the policy for all 4 years of Centennial Plus coverage is going to be $4,390. Now, that can be paid in full if you would like.
They pitch to
What
Washington.
we'll take advantage of, though, is the no fee payment structure.
And they're taking it across midfield
$595
inside
down.
the 45.
The remaining balance spread over
Good
12
for
months.
16.
Hey, go in your room.
Good old
$18.25.
toss play, and this time they go to
After
the
the
left
12th
side, so
installment,
give a lot
all
of
4
credit to
years
the
of
offensive
Centennial Plus
line.
coverage
Center,
completely
guard,
paid in full.
tackle, able to seal
Now,
that
that
side.
$595
For the guy that we
can be
don't
applied
give
to
enough
any debit or
credit to,
credit card.
wide
Which
receivers.
would be
They have to
easiest
do a
for you
great
today?
job of blocking downfield.
Honestly,
Otherwise,
neither
that
one
ball
right
can be
now.
spilled in the backfield. In this
You say
case,
what? I'm so sorry.
everyone
I said
had their
neither one right now.
responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
And past the 35, he'll be
I said
dropped a
neither
yard or two
one.
shy of the
Neither
30.
one. Oh, I
12 more
see what
yards
you're
there and
saying.
another
Okay,
first
I'm
down.
sorry.
And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him as they go to lunch with you, when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go to the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big game, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to
Probably
keep
over
you away from the
$100.
football. Hard to defend
Yeah,
this guy.
it's right around $134 an hour. That's before taxes. That's before they pick up a tool and fix it. That's before the that's even with the diagnostic fee of $150. So something as simple as like a window motor goes out, you're looking at $800 to $900. The part itself's pretty inexpensive. It's right around $117. Something a little bit more serious, like a transmission, obviously, you're looking at $3,400 some change for that one. Okay, and they're going to ask you straight up, how do you want to pay for this? Yes, credit or debit. They're not going to give you payment plans. They're not going to care about your situation. But we do, okay? So what most folks will do is $295 to hold down a credit card. Would that make it easier for you?
Oh, man, I don't even have the funds right now.
You say what now? I'm sorry.
I just have to call back when I'm ready when I have the funds.
Well, let's think about this then. You spend the money aside, how does the coverage sound to you?
I mean, the coverage sounds real good.
It is
because
because
great, you know.
just about any
as far as
offensive
right now,
receiver,
that's something
if
I
you
can't
blitz
do.
and have him in man coverage, you're
Well,
going
let's think
to
about
him,
it then this
even
way.
if he has
Are
an
you more
elite
concerned
defender
about the
on
down
him,
payment or
because
the
he usually
monthly
knows where the
payment?
ball is before the defender does.
All above.
Yeah, I get it. I had the same concern when I set mine up as well. So, with you actually buying the vehicle with 90,340 miles on it, what I want to try to do is talk to one of my account managers. If I was able to get you a much lower down payment and a monthly payment, would that make it easier for you today?
Not today. As far as paying anything, a down payment or getting started, that's something I won't be able to do today.
Oh, okay. Well, when do you think you could do it then?
Not this Friday, but the following Friday.
That's not an issue at all. I can definitely do what I can for you here on my end. What we would need to do then is potentially, I have to get a car on file. It'll run it next Friday. That would lock this in for you. Just the fact of the matter is that you have 126,000 miles on the vehicle. It can't be guaranteed for the
It
future.
certainly does,
Unless we have
and a
some
lot
form
of
of payment
teams
today
script
or a
plays. We
car on
know that,
file with a
right?
close
They
date,
have
I
a
could
script to
easily do
start
that
the
for
ball
you.
game.
So you're
And
saying it
typically
would be
those scripts go
around the
between 12
second
and
you would have the
24,
money, is
25
what you're
plays.
saying?
It's a
Down 2
possible
touchdowns
chance. Can
early,
you guys just give me a
probably
call
not
back?
very deep into their script. I think that they'll
No.
stay with it. I don't
If
think
we
they'll
had reached you
abandon it
somewhere
just
new in
yet
the factory,
and
weren't
try
you
and
still
generate
up
some
back?
offense on
We'd
this
be having a
drive.
totally different
At least 3
conversation.
points get that 0 off the board.
So one trip.
And with very little
That
time
nigga,
left on
he
the
sound
play
like a
clock,
skate.
Pete Carroll's going to call timeout.
Now.
And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Goddamn, buddy, you got me guessing now. Goddamn, you talking about put a card on file? Something wrong with my truck.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Hey, man, Fox, I'm back, man.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive.
I'm back too.
He's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, the shit do sound good, but I ain't got to go through that. I can call them myself and get it once.
On 1st and 10, he's gone. His throw well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't know, that shit just didn't sound right. Like, you fucking putting different motherfuckers on the phone and shit.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
What's up?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
What's good? I'm on the game right now. What's
now they
up?
get ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And his passes are intercepted for the fourth time today.
Hey, man, you got this game, man.
He's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, I'm trying to run the clock out.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already...
This shit over with, man. I can't fuck with you.
Probably back before you were born. If you're starting through 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Washington. And not much longer.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on anyone in recent memory. First down. He can run it well. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Handoff to Washington. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Running it, Washington. Is right down to 16. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Washington on 3rd and short.
Brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First down, let's go. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Breaks the tackle. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Wilson. It's complete to Jerome.
Whoa!
Good pickup there. 8 yards of the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wilson. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like a loan.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Now Lockett with a grab over the middle. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wilson will throw again. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ed Dixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And this one through the uprights and good.
What's up? What happened to you, man?
No, baby, careful. I told you, careful.
Where'd I come from?
You have to get some rest. Get some rest. Alright, stay put. Alright? Just relax.
Out to kick is Janikowski.
Animal!
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think? Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football. Everything else will fall from there. You're right there with me.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Mommy and Daddy!
Goff now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now Washington. And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will start with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
You're thinking of my dad.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. He sends the fire deep. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. that snap the goal. Steps away to his left. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They come up here with their shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Yo, chill out, man.
Picked on by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. Looking for Woods that time. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, what updates they made to the man, though?
I'm not sure, bro. I don't know. I know one thing you can do.
Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be...
He's got it. Touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. First 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Mac and cheese,
some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Michael Brockers in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. Steps away. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Hey, I can't go for it, could I?
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble.
You do it. Y'all have to do what you do. Shit, it don't matter.
I mean, shit.
I really don't even know. I'm in so many different things.
Yeah, cause I mean, a nigga down. I'm down the whole grip.
The offense is going to take another shot.
Yeah.
4th and 13.
I don't be caring about this shit anyway.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep.
Oh, good.
And that's caught inside the 35. He's got to the 40 before being taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They go play action here on 1st down.
Nice shit,
Incomplete. Morrow down below the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 17. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern, maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Here's Goff. He's going to flip it out here to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
She only brought me one BB gun. He said this is another one. And I think she only brought me one. So don't say nothing to her though. He don't like that, honey.
Here's some stuff.
Goff now.
I keep doing the stuff and you got some pork at home.
1st and 10.
Let him throw it. Let him go ahead and throw it, because he already know when he gets ass on the field.
Here's Goff. Barkevius Mingo. He's the one to get it, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Get your ass up there and eat, man. That man ain't say that.
And they need to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Goff now looking to throw. And comes out. And he'll be hauled at the 48-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up back for 3rd down. And that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's got this down to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the
He came here talking about, do we got
ever seen what really run for it on short yardage? So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Goff now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Some days she might eat up on us. But most of the time we get up and leave and go somewhere, go to Subway.
That's a loss of 3.
We go somewhere.
Here's 2nd and 13.
Arby's. We went to Sonics today, and we went to Dunkin' Donuts. Oh my God.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
That
goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive.
If
you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
It was so good.
Goff on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I got you got it out one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it.
For the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. He's hit all of his passes so far.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Goff now. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Again, gone. This is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
That's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32.
No, they ain't gonna search your whole line. They're just gonna search where he laid his head at.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 61 yards.
Oh.
They didn't do that to you.
They'll try to run for it with Penny. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there.
Yeah, get it down.
And as we've seen throughout the season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
No, they check.
Go back to the table, baby.
When they do little pop-ups, you know, the shot shit going and shit like that.
And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
How about the mix that? It's like cover jacket.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. This time Wilson will throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken to the back zone.
I know Shine getting some shine.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. You weren't happy about the 3-point kicker. That's going to help him in contract time. I think he's getting the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Babe, what you gonna be for Halloween?
Me?
Oh, okay.
Here's going on 2nd down.
I'm gonna be happy.
Maybe a turning point, maybe. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, cute.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around,
I'm trying to come back. This nigga beat.
we could have a great finish.
Here we go now.
I should have known that shit was gonna be free, man. It's better.
I can go next.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 10-yard line.
See, that was not easy. Now let's do this one. We gotta do this one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Call for the Rams out here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go with Washington to begin the drive. So they got 3-1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bithema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast.
Yeah, you better be on your best
Oh, boy. I'm trying to come back, dog. I lost 14 points to myself.
To make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door jar, 2-score game, so hold on here now. Down in the fourth.
No. Move it. And get your food and stuff off the table. I'm going to come bring your water.
This is the They get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
You done?
I like that thing. That's so small.
Green was lit.
Mommy, you want me to show you how my phone is?
That nigga want to listen to shit.
Now Wilson, second down. Flushed out right.
I should have just waited. I shouldn't even put the big one.
He was just trying to find an open receiver. To his right, had to come over to a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. He was going to his left. A little bit tougher.
Exactly.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Penny on the counter.
Oh,
Losing yardage back to the 15.
Fuck you, ball. The ball again.
Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory, backed up in good situation.
Can we get rough in the kick or somewhere?
The entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores.
That shit would have been nice right there, boy. Rough in the kick.
Exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still gain yardage. How would you say it? Consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
To throw on second down is gone. Now he'll throw deep left side. Big play on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure.
The blitz does come. Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the
Let's go! We can tie that bitch up. Wow, let's go!
I just got my water really fast.
Hey, I wish I would have played like this the first time I played your ass.
I forgot what happened last time.
Hey, man, last time it started out like real slow, and then you just took off on the nigga ass, man. You just abused the shit out of the nigga ass, man.
Sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into it.
Let's go! Oh, hell no, man! What kind of shit is that? Get the fuck out of here, man! Get the fuck out of here, man! man, hey. Man, that shit, they're crazy, man. Crazy.
At their own 20-yard
Hey,
line.
I'll take it though. Fuck it.
Man, that's one reason I don't like playing this shit, bro. It be simple shit like that, though. It be fuck shit like that, man. That was a touchdown.
I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs,
It's all good.
I tell my offensive line, don't allow the so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time.
That's some bullshit, man. They fucking robbed that from me,
And
dog.
now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in.
And that was a touchdown. I don't even see how much fuck that shit became a. I'm gonna go back and look at that shit up,
Plays in the
man.
game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw, gone. And able to find Dorsey. And look at this. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the
Oh!
all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about
Hell
it.
no, they better not give up.
Able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I need a stop, man. If I stop you for the 3 points,
We'll come back.
I just need a turnover. If I get a turnover, I'm gonna try to get that bitch in the end zone, man. That's all I need is a turnover.
Ah, man, look, I'm so mad. Sit here now, I'm on him.
Right back to Washington. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now gone.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Come on, Russell. I mean, I said Russell.
That's right. You said it right the first time.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And got him in. It's Holmes. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
We'll stop drinking all that water and your tummy won't hurt.
On the toss play, this is
You
Washington.
know you can't drink all that stuff. You know that, right?
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak.
Mommy, I love drinking water.
You need to put it on.
Now on 1st down, it's
I got
Washington.
it all.
And he is
It's raining.
behind the line of scrimmage. And
And
play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. a slight detour on what's been a
I know what that
second
says.
and 11.
It says you're going to get that ass whooped.
Yeah, you gonna get one with it since you probably went behind him.
Washington on the right side turns.
And she made.
They take him down at the 26. They call that a loss of 6
And
yards.
she mad.
And it's third down now. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL.
It was either Saturday or Sunday. Saturday. What day they played last night? They were playing Saturday.
Yeah, Sunday. I had to go cook.
Okay, whatever day that was, Rio called Shane at Shane. Yeah,
Totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you just got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch,
Shane did. He's going
especially on defense. But
y'all.
a touchdown there, you got
Shane
to
did.
feel good about your chances.
Yards because he had some yards to do.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
So, Mama mad.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He was just going to help the man cut the
This will be
yards.
taken short.
He was doing
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last
Hey,
time,
Walker, why you got so cold in here?
interceptions, so this offense should be
What'd you say?
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with the call. Because on one point in drive, we throw an interception. A lot of people think the very next time out, run the play ball, give them a chance.
play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That goes for a gain of 31. First down now, but that clock rolling.
How you going to get this man to try to go out there?
I'm thinking to myself, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he need to go out and try to make some more money.
He's going to
let
let it fly. And this is
Real
intercepted.
bro.
And that should do it.
Nigga, I ain't going out there with him.
Marcus Peters. Charles, whatever's going on between
Hey,
his
beat the
ears
ball,
right
dog.
now,
Get this shit over
it's
with.
just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that.
Hey, but that blitz, my nigga, that's a 4-6 blitz.
Those 6 inches between the ears. But right now,
Yeah, I know that's big. Yeah, we make it.
It's coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback. That's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
I got the same email.